Step up your dating game and attract the connection you've been wanting. The new year is a chance to start fresh, focus on personal growth, and possibly bring your most confident self into the dating game. Whether it's shaking off old patterns or mastering the art of flirting, our next guest has some tips to help individuals find love, starting with you. Let's welcome dating strategist, confidence therapist, and image expert. We have Kimmy Seltzer. Hello, Kimmy.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And speaking of New Year, January, I was told, is a big month for singles jumping onto dating apps. Why is this such a popular time to start looking for love?
Oh, yes. Well, there is something called Super Bowl Sunday of online dating. And the reason why it's called that is it's the first Sunday after the new year where the dating apps go crazy. And there's like a splurge of energy around finding love. You know, cuffing season is over and people were hunkered down during the holidays. And now everybody is kind of looking for love in the new year and to better themselves in the process.
Okay, and the new year is all about reinvention for people. That's been the theme of today's show. So how can daters use this fresh start to boost their confidence inside and out?
Well, everybody's been using the word fitness on the show today, so I'm going to use the word dating fitness. It's a great time to purge everything that is not serving you, including your wardrobe, but also patterns that might be created in your love life. And that will create an opening for the splurge. So now's the time to work on personal development, breaking patterns, overcoming fears that you might be having around getting into a relationship. And it's also a time to do an outside makeover, which is something that I love being an image consultant. I love helping people get a dating costume. That is a costume that you put on that's intentional, that attracts something different. And most of all, it's about you and how you feel in that outfit that makes you feel sexy and confident.
Okay, I was going to ask, what is the dating costume? So you're saying whatever makes you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, it's being intentional. It's actually knowing, first of all, what looks good on you. Also putting on colors, you know, especially to combat the winter blues. There's nothing like putting on a red dress or a bright blue top like I have on. I certainly have my what I call red dress moment from my hot mess where I was a frumpy mom wearing black all the time, and I put on a red dress and my whole life changed. But I had to get used to being seen, and that might be a pattern for you. So now's the time to get out and really get used to that and flirt, flirt, flirt. As you know, that's always my message.
There we go. Okay, well, Kimmy, I'm clearly wearing the wrong colors, as you mentioned. You're like, gotta wear a red, some bright colors. I'm in all black, but that's okay. That's okay. What would you say are
That's okay. You have red lipstick on.
There we go. Pop a color with the lipstick. What would you say are some practical ways viewers can change their approach to dating, both online and in person?
Yeah, you know, if you have been stuck in a pattern of attracting the same people, perhaps, or maybe your pattern is that you're not dating at all, now's the time to change your approach. I have something called the MAP method, MAP. It's changing your mindset, changing your approach, and changing your perspective. So it's thinking something different, doing something different, and seeing something different. So if you're, let's say, going to the grocery store, and on your list, what if you had lettuce and tomatoes and men on your list? So now you're going into the store with more intentional kind of energy. And because of that, you'll start seeing men everywhere you go. It really is about looking at things different, and that will create new opportunities.
There you go. Just like the grocery list, you can just cross it off when you see them.
That's right.
Kimmy,
with a little wink and a smile.
There we go. A little wink and a smile, a little heart next to it. Okay, so dating can have its ups and its downs. What are your top tips to help people stay motivated and positive throughout the process of dating?
Well, it's not a surprise that 9% of Americans, though, that's the only amount of people that really fulfill New Year's resolution. And the reason that is that a lot of times people set goals that are way too big, way too lofty. So I always say, just even for your dating goals, start small. Start with things that are accomplished, something that can be achievable, accomplishable. And like if you are wanting to learn how to date, let's say that is way too big. Instead, say, okay, well, I'm just going to get comfortable being seen and making eye contact. And then for a month, just work on that. And as soon as you get confident with that, then up the ante, and maybe you want to say hi after that. So that's what's going to really help you.
There we go. I feel like it's helpful. You mentioned there's little baby steps to get you comfortable. Kimmy, always a pleasure having you on. Happy New Year. And to learn more about Kimmy, you can find out more by heading to kimmyseltzer.com.